Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tim Meyer, here for the Romeo Sports Recap, powered by the Mitt TV. Remember, this show is available on both YouTube and Spotify. And before we begin, a word from our sponsors. This podcast is powered by the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. If you're looking to start a podcast for your business or personal use, look no further than the Mitt TV. They can get you access to equipment, a production engineer, and can even edit your podcast. That's all right here at the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. And you can contact them right now via email at mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com. That's mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Romeo Sports Recap. I'm Tim Meyer, and I'm here with boys varsity head soccer coach Vinny Vasilevsky. And Vinny, congratulations on a great season. You had a team that was ranked in the state on the top 10, which I know that you're proud of. And I know another thing you might be proud of is that you beat Eisenhower twice.
Yeah, great season. Thanks for having me, Tim. Really proud of the boys this season. It was a lot of things to remember, a lot of firsts this season, which is hard to believe after last season.
And you had quite a long winning streak there in the middle of the schedule, basically, and that seemed to springboard you into a district championship and a spot in the regionals. So congratulations on that. Let's get right into that schedule here as we look at it. Your first game was against Rochester Adams at their place, a team which has kind of become your nemesis here. They got the monkey on your back. I thought you almost pulled that one out. You had a couple of shots at it and to score a goal, but your team played pretty good defense in that game.
Yeah, 0-0 game. You know, Adams coming off of a state championship, lost a little bit. Adams is like the Eisenhower of Oakland County. I feel they're just always good. Even if they're having a down year, down for them is still really good. Close game, 0-0. Defense played great. Missed a couple of big chances. We threw Robbie Rask up top. He had a breakaway right at the end. Goalie made a nice save. But I thought it was a good start to the season. I'm like, defending state champs. We're missing a couple starters. 0-0. I'll take that. And
then your second game was against Warren De La Salle, which was a loss. And they're always tough to play.
Yeah, De La Salle, obviously defending D2 state champs, about to win it again, in my opinion. They just won their regional 6-1 and then 3-0. I think they're gonna walk into that D2 championship. But yeah, still missing a few guys. We started out a little bit flat that game. De La Salle came out firing. Second half, we played great, just missing, obviously Phil didn't play that game. So obviously when you're missing a forward, don't have the pressure on the other team.
And then you came back, though, and got your first victory of the season against Port Huron Northern, 4-1, a nice win. Guys stepped up in the scoring column and played pretty good defense there, too, only allowing one goal. And then a 3 straight tie. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, so Warren Cousino, that was they won the Mac White this year. So Jordan did a great job over there. Great coach. Weird game. We had probably 70% of the ball, ton of chances. You're going to see Gabe later. We're missing Gabe and Phil that game too. Kind of missing some of that consistency that we had previous year. I was pretty hot that game. I was pretty upset with the game. It's hard because I thought we played well, but the ball didn't go in the net.
That happens.
We outshot them, I think it was 22-4. It was 0-0.
Yeah.
Their goalie played great, and we just didn't finish. And it was kind of a hard one. The assistants are sitting with me because they know my temperament a little bit. I'm like, listen, we can be playing well, but if you don't get the result, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can play as well as you want, right?
Yeah, and then Anchor Bay was the opening Mac Red game, and that's when Gabe and Phil came back.
They're a pretty tough side over there at Anchor Bay.
Yeah, they were full strength at the time, and I thought we played well the whole game. We were up 2-1. We gave up a goal with a minute left on just a miscue. So in that game, I actually was I was pretty calm that game. Like, hey guys, first MAC game, we're just trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
And then West Bloomfield, that was our watchdog game. Very similar to the Cousino game where we scored a ton of shots, and they scored with 12 seconds left on a nuke from 34 yards out. So that was also
it's kind of almost like the Red Wings a number of years back. They had they always outshot everybody, and they were always, but they'd lose like 2-1 or 1-1.
Yeah, we were just a little off. After that game, I wasn't upset. Upset with the result, but I really felt that the Cousino game, I was totally pissed. After that, the boys really did pick up. They were working very hard. They did everything they could, and we were going right back into Mac Red play on that Monday. Mm-hmm. Utica and Ike the next 2 games, so we kind of.
You really quickly forgot about that one.
Yeah, I sent a message out to the boys saying, "Listen, let's just focus on what we got going. The league is starting up. Let's just focus." And then, we went on our little streak.
I'm surprised that it was a 3-0 game against Utica. Utica's usually pretty strong, and I'm surprised that you guys you shut them out and you scored your goals, and off you go. And Eisenhower looked like a little closer game at 3-2.
Yeah, the Eisenhower game. I thought we were very similar to a lot of games. I thought we were the better team in the first half, but it was 1-1. I'm like, man, you can't.
Not another
time. You can't. Well, that, and you can't really. A team like Ike, they got a ton of talent. So I felt we had the better of the half, but we weren't winning the game. And I'm like, man, you play a team like this. But that game, I would say, was a grind game. We scored 3 corner kicks in that game. So Owen Perry 2, Devin Height 1. Mm-hmm. That's 3 corner kick goals. That was something that was in the first game against Adams. Corner kicks, you had a number of them, but somehow they weren't done right, I guess, to say the least. Honestly, I think some of it's just you have to get hot a little bit. You got to build confidence when you're not getting them, when it's not working. You're like, man, it's not happening right now. But then when you start getting them, it's contagious, right? One guy starts winning headers, it's like, well, I got to start winning them. It's contagious. So that 3-2 win was a massive win. We were down 2-1, scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, and won it 3-2.
And then you turned it around. You went on a long unbeaten streak after the Eisenhower game, starting with Walled Lake Central, mm-hmm. Which you handled them pretty good, and then Grosse Pointe South, you beat them, doubled your scoring there in that one, and Macomb, Dakota. So you had 13 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, we picked it up. Phil obviously played really well. The wingers, Evan Odrin, Joe Selai, Braden Burke and Joe with their corners, they were putting them right. We started practicing putting them right on the goalie, and they were putting those goals in. And again, a lot of shutouts, not giving up a lot of chances.
Then you went to a tournament, the Stony Creek tournament. You played Ann Arbor Skyline, Berkeley, in that one. And Rochester Hill, Stony Creek, of course. Talk a little bit about that tournament. What's that like in that tournament? It looks like you played a couple games in one day.
Yeah, so you play 3 games, 60-minute games, and it counts as one day of competition. So it counts as 1 game, but you get to play 3, which is awesome. Was really excited because of the MAC schedule, because we got to play every team twice. We don't have a lot of room to get out there. So to play Skyline, who was ranked 8th when we played them, and we tied them. Berkeley was ranked 15th when we played them, beat them 2-0. And then Stony wasn't ranked, but another OAA team that people got to see us. And I got a call from the Berkeley coach, who's the chair for the region. He's like, man, Romeo, guys look good. Got to see you. And I think that kind of put us on the map, I think, for the rest of the season, because we won, 4 in a row, and then went 2-0-1 in the tournament. And you played 2 ranked teams and played well. I think that kind of just got people kind of noticing us this season.
And did you get a trophy or anything like that?
No, just a round robin. Just a round robin.
You got a lot of attaboys and congrats.
A lot of attaboys.
A
lot of parents. Well, had a nice little bunch of, I think it was hot dogs, or they had a cookout going at the tournament, and the boys had a great time.
Well, that's good. That's cool. So that was fun to do. And then right back in the Mac Red Trail there as you start out hitting it with New Baltimore Anchor Bay, and you beat them again for the second time.
Yeah, beat Anchor Bay 2-0. Very organized team. They're always a pain. to play against, and I was really, happy with the boys. Tight game. Anchor Bay's always tight. They're always very organized defensively. Got our 2 goals, and got the win. Yeah.
And the same thing too. You beat Utica twice, and the second time around, and Utica Eisenhower. When the boys go into that after they've beaten those teams once, is there a special confidence that they have when they go back for the second time?
I think the boys last year finishing second in the MAC Red after starting, we went 5-0 to start, ended up losing to Eisenhower at the end. Yes. We kind of just said we're going to treat every game like Eisenhower. We're not losing. That's not the mentality. We're going to treat every game like we're playing Ike. So unfortunately for Utica, it was their senior day, and we pretended they were Ike.
Well, you slapped them pretty good at 5-0. That was a impressive victory.
Yeah, and they were a little bit wounded. He only had 16 that game, but I look at the boys and say, hey, I don't care about them. We're going to do what we got to do. Feel bad.
I don't care if it's little sisters of the poor.
You can feel bad, but just respect your opponent, play your game. It's like playing Ike every game. Yeah. That's what we treat every game like the Super Bowl. That's what the goal was.
Yeah, you guys were quite a shutout roll. 4 straight games shutting out Anchor Bay, Utica Eisenhower, and Grosse Pointe South. Had to feel pretty good for the goaltenders. They had to get a little boost from that, and your defenders must have been playing really well.
Our back line, our goalies did a really good job. Obviously, Owen Perry, Robbie Raska, Jacob Summerfield, Angelo Genova, Devin, until he got hurt halfway through the season. Those 5 have been, we really had 5 steady guys that played defense all season. Almost untouchable, man.
What have made them so good? Would it just they communicate good, or they just know where
their positioning, their positioning, and they just don't lose a ball. The thing about our defense this year was we didn't really lose any headers, 50-50s. You got Jake Summerfield, he's like 6'2", and also can score goals. Owen Perry had 8 goals as a center back. He's with no penalty kicks. He scored 8 corner kick goals. It's wild. But they also defend. Wow. So we're just super athletic in the back. It's just very hard to get over our head or run by us. You really had to break us down. So when teams were trying to run by us, the back line was just big, fast, and strong. You can't coach.
No,
some of it's God given, Tim. I don't know. These guys they're just monsters back there.
And then you ended the regular season with a tie against Macomb, Dakota. Didn't seem to throw you off much because you came back in the first game of the districts and beat Utica Ford 2-1. They're a pretty good side.
They were in the middle of the pack of the MAC White, but I know Chris, the coach there, and he literally played 10 defenders the whole game and kind of threw us off, honestly. The ref showed up an hour late. We were kind of warming up, cooling down.
Oh, boy.
And they kind of gave us a hard – we were up 2-0, and they scored with like 2 minutes left off a really freak goal. But I got to give them credit for a team that finished middle of the pack of the MAC White to come out and play us 2-1.
So they had a strategy of a
great
sort of a defensive posture, and hopefully they'll get a break.
Correct.
Type of thing. So you won that first district game, and then you had to play a second one against Rochester High School, which it's Oakland County, but you handled them pretty good, 5-1.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with our team. I thought that it was a winnable game, but I've seen some of their scores, watched some of their games. I'm like, hey, if we don't come to play, it could be a problem. When we were up, 3-0 at halftime, 3 set pieces, 2 headers, 1 non-header, and kind of ticks me off. A lot of people bring up, well, they scored off a throw-in, or they scored. I'm like, I thought last time I checked, that's part of the game.
Yeah, yeah, right.
When you beat a team 5-1,
they scored on a trick play. In football, people don't want to count that, but it's hey.
They scored off corner kicks. Well, we had 15 that game. There's a reason why we had 15.
It all posts the same,
They say, they had 15 corner kicks. Well, the reason why we had 15 is because the ball's in your half the whole game.
Yeah.
That's why there's, But the boys killed it. Great defending. Great offense. We won a ton of headers. There wasn't a 50-50. We lost that game. And you do that, you're not going to lose a lot of games.
And then you finally got a monkey off your back and won the district championship against Rochester Adams, 1-0. Um, Going into that game, pregame, is everybody kind of nervous? What'd you do to kind of settle everybody down and get them playing, or did they just they wanted at those guys?
I don't think they were nervous this year. I think I was the most nervous one. I'm like, never
Popping
beaten.
Rolaids on the side.
Dan Stickrat put it in the Macomb Daily that we haven't, Romeo hasn't beaten Adam since 1987, and that's the year I was born.
Yeah.
So I told Dan I don't really remember that win because I wasn't alive for that win. But
well, you were, but you
December '87, so I wasn't alive.
Oh,
But the boys were. I mean, they just said, "Hey, statistically, we were the best team this year, which we were the favorite." And to hand it to the boys, we acted like the favorite, played like the favorite, won the game. Definitely a tough game. I never take them lightly. They're well coached. They've won 2 state championships in the last 5 years. Their coach has 3 of them. A girls one as well. So they're well coached. They know how to play. A lot of strategy. A lot of,
what was it getting kind of
chippy.
When were you getting nervous?
Well, the ref didn't do us any favors, to be fair, but that's just OAA altogether. But there's that last 10 minutes, they had a guy that could throw the ball in like Summerfield could, and the guy just kept throwing it into our box and throwing it into our box. I'm like, Jesus,
how does he do this? How we're gonna withstand this? One of them's gonna score.
Yeah, and luckily, like I've been saying, the last 2 minutes it happened again, but I wasn't as nervous because we literally did not lose a header. Jacob, Owen, Robbie, everything was getting headed out every single time. And I'm like, wow, like this, or grinding it out, kind of like a grind, a little bit dirty at the end, a little bit pushing, shoving. Yeah. They don't want to go home, right? They're the king of the mountain. They won that district.
And they don't want to lose to you, and get that monkey off their back.
They won the district 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
So they gave it all. The boy, we kind of dropped in defensive, and people, that's not my style at all. But I just said, you know what, we got to respect the opponent. They're a good team, but our defense is good. So if we just defend, they're not scoring, and they did a great job. The boys killed it.
And then once the final buzzer went off there, what went through your mind?
Just really proud of the guys. Most of the year, except for the beginning, we pretty much were pounding teams, scoring goals, a lot of nice ball movement, a lot of nice plays. Oh, Phil beat this guy or this. Mm-hmm. And this was just, we got our goal. We defended. A lot of adversity in the game, a lot of momentum shift. And we just grinded the game out. And I was just so proud of how we handled the pressure.
So you went into battle and you came out with a few scars, but you came out victorious.
Yeah, I think I told the newspaper, I think I gave the boys a B for the performance, but an A+ for effort. And that's all you can ask for as a coach. You're not going to have a perfect game. Every coach knows that. But
I always got an A for effort, but nothing else. Nothing else.
If the effort's there as a coach, that's all you can ask for. Win or lose that game, I was just like, man, the boys really, they wanted it. They wanted the game.
Yeah. So then it was on to the regionals, and you're playing Troy Athens. Thoughts before going into that game?
I actually was feeling pretty good. We watched them play a few times. I said, out of all the teams we played, though, you go through this schedule, every coach will shake my hand and say, man, your kids work so hard. We got outworked or out-hustled or beat. We got this. And I watched them like, man, they work. Out of all the teams I've seen, they work hard. Them and De La Salle are probably the 2 hardest working teams I played all year.
So you got to be off the schneid, man, and just on
you're not gonna,
on your button.
Usually I can look at them more, maybe a team where like, oh, they're kind of talented, or like an Ann Arbor Skyline, but well, I'll work on what we're going to grind. We're going to win everything. And then look at Athens, like, well, they're good. Well, they work hard. Well, they're disciplined. Well, their defense is pretty good. They're well coached.
Tall order.
But I still felt good about the game because I've seen some of their losses. I'm like, man, we can get them first 20 minutes in that game. We in their half. Goalkeeper played great. I think we had 11 corners that game. Well coached. They defended every corner like it was. I mean, they planned for it. They were ready for it. It didn't help that it was raining like crazy, windy like crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty, what do they say, ducky weather.
Yeah, it was.
And the wind might have been a factor, but both teams have to play in it, right?
Yeah, I think just we used a lot of throw-ins and stuff, and I think the ball was slipping a little bit.
Yeah.
They scored their first goal. It was a really nice goal. They did a nice little. It was 0-0 at halftime, And that's when I even felt better. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Again, though, I thought we had more of the game, but it's 0-0.
And we could do this.
So who has momentum? Athens is probably going in there saying, wasn't our best half, but it's 0-0. I look at it and say, this was one of our best halves, but it's 0-0. I think they gained some momentum at halftime. They scored in the first minute. It was just a really nice goal. Sometimes you say, oh, they got luck. I mean, it was just a great tic-tac pass, beat our defender, scored. And then the second goal, we haven't made a lot of mistakes, goalkeepers or defenders. It's kind of I thought we kind of gifted them the second goal.
Yeah.
The third goal, a misclearance, kind of our own mistakes.
Yeah. And they took advantage of it.
They took advantage of it. We scored, and then we started attacking them. And, I would have liked to have that game back. I think, but I will say we lost to a great team, and people are like, oh, well, Troy's the best team. Well, Athens went and beat Troy 3-1, and Troy was one of the top teams in the state this year.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Athens is a lot better than everyone thought they were.
Might be a little bit more legitimate than what everybody else thought.
Well,
huh?
I thought they were just because of the work rate, because I've learned that in high school soccer. If you don't work hard and you don't run, it doesn't matter how good you are. So they're now in the Final Four. Best of luck to them. I think they're the favorite.
Yeah, if you think about it, and you lost to a team that maybe wins a state, it doesn't diminish anything as far as the hurtfulness of a loss, but at least you lost to the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in a weird way, it's kind of sickening because last year we lost to Adams, they won it. This year we only lost 2 games all year, and De La Salle's probably going to win the D2. And I'd say Athens is a coin flip from winning the D1. Our 2 losses might be against 2 state champions.
Which
is kind of
hey,
crazy.
you have to get there first,
Yeah.
to the match to challenge those teams, but. Let's talk about some of the guys this year that stepped up for you. If you think about it, give us a little rundown on who you thought was really stepped it up this year.
Obviously, the captains. I always shout out to the captains because I feel like they have so much extra to do. They have to do above and beyond, be the extension of the coach. If I'm running late from work, they got to take care of getting the guys warmed up while I'm showing up late. Braden Burke and Owen Perry, I thought, I'm sure you can ask the other guys, but I thought they did a fantastic job being leaders. Braden, a 2-year captain, 4-year started as a freshman. How do you even begin to put into words the value that kid brought, not just to the season, but the whole program? Owen Perry, one of the top defenders in the state of Michigan, in my opinion. Mike O'Donnell is one of the most decorated athletes in Romeo history. He's a cross country, borderline all-stater. He's going to probably be a soccer all-stater. He's going to probably be a wrestling all-stater. I don't know how many kids can say that in their career. That's pretty special.
Well, I know I couldn't say that.
So those 2 guys for sure. The back line, Jacob Summerfield, Owen, Angelo, Devin, and Robbie. Those guys did a great job in the back. Back line was solid all year. School record, 13 shutouts.
Yes, I was just going to say, evidenced by all the shutouts you had. Those guys did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was 12 games we gave up less than 3 shots. It's pretty amazing.
You're going to normally win, or at least
you can't lose if you don't give up a goal, right?
Yeah. Right.
And we had obviously Phil up top. Rostovsky, he broke the school record for career goals as a junior. Obviously, he played as a freshman, so that helps his cause. But talk to him; he'll be returning next year for his senior season. I mean, he was the top offensive player in our district this year. So, I mean, that's really impressive. Joe Selai, the kicker, he had a good season this year. Scored a bunch of goals. Gabe Fallon, him and Phil were missing earlier in the year, and I think when them 2 came back, really helped us. Evan Odrin out on the flank was on JV last year. Super short and just was ridiculous. I think he had 11 goals as a first-time starter on varsity, which it's a lot of goals for a first-year varsity player. So really proud of a lot of those kids. And then Massimo Noto off the bench. Didn't really play a lot last year. Came in, he scored 9 goals. And was playing 30, 40 minutes, half a game, and his goal to minutes ratio was ridiculous. But overall, I mean, I had a nucleus of guys that have played for me for 2 to 3 years, and it's hard to replace that. I mean, you can't.
Well, you are losing a number of seniors this year.
Just a few.
Yeah, going down the list. But you also have some returning guys coming back in 2027, and I don't know what you got coming up from any kind of JV.
Well, our JV was very good this year. I think they only lost one game or two, and I think 10 of them were freshmen playing JVA, so that's a really good sign. Santino Giulianelli's coming back in the middle. Odrin's coming back. Phil's coming back. Robbie's coming back. Those are the 4 coming back. And then I have guys that got time. AJ Chalua, Julian Lopez, guys that played quite a bit of minutes. So the standard's there. So even though we lost some guys, I think it's definitely going to be an adjustment for me because Owen, 3-year starter. Joe, 3-year starter. Braden, 3-year starter. Phil, 3 years. I had 4 3-year starters. That's a big deal. I mean,
it's a lot of experience.
It's a lot of experience. And then Jake Summerfield was a 2-year starter. Gabe Fallon started a lot of the 2-year starter pretty much. I mean, you're talking 6, 7 guys.
It makes a difference. They have that experience to be just out there on the pitch and hey, been there, done that.
Yeah, they're experienced. They won trophies. Some of the, I told Braden, and Owen, and the seniors ago, you guys are probably part of the best era of Romeo soccer. Braden, you played 4 years, you have 4 trophies.
And how many years you been coaching Romeo?
This is my 9th season, my 8th year, my 9th.
And I know you're going to tell me how many wins you got.
100 and something, but I'm really, it's funny. I knew you were going to bring that up, and I was telling the guys, I'm so fortunate the last, if you look at the last 4 years, so I think it's 100 and something, but I think 58 of them are in the last 4 years. You have to have some pretty darn good players to win 58 games in 4 seasons. If you do the average, what is that? It's like 13, 14 wins a season. You have to have players to do that.
I remember your old coach, Coach Lancey. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked him in a press conference, those 4 great years that they had. Ask him, what do you attribute to your success? He goes, good players. He goes, you got to have good players.
Yeah, and, when Cody and I talk, or Mr. Briner in the past and I talk, it's having the right culture. Like, hey, we know how we want to play. We want to be fit, we want to be disciplined, we want to work hard every game. And then if you do the right things, I think football's a lot like that. You have your setup, and then when the right talent comes in, you got a shot. And that's the best way to coach. That way, you don't have to rethink every year. Every year, I'm not overthinking anything. Hey, this is my process. This process seems to work.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by the Romeo Sports Recap and giving us a recap of the varsity soccer season this year. Congratulations on a great season. And, you're, what do they say, Excelsior, onward and upward, and you guys seem to be heading that direction.
Appreciate it, Tim. Thank you.
We'll be back to talk to some of those soccer players right after this. Before we continue, here on the Romeo Sports Recap Show, a word from our sponsors. This podcast is powered by the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. If you're looking to start a podcast for your business or personal use, look no further than the Mitt TV. They can get you access to equipment, a production engineer, and can even edit your podcast. That's all right here at the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. And you can contact them right now via email at mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com. That's mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com. Now back to the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Romeo Sports Recap. I'm here with boys varsity soccer players Jacob Summerfield and Gabe Fallon. And gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start out by just telling the folks out there maybe your position, what you do on the boys soccer team.
So I play right back. I made varsity as a junior. I started every game as a junior, and that's all I've played, just right back. I played center back last year, but then they put Owen Perry back there, and he moved me out to the right. And I've been playing right back for 2 years now.
And how difficult is that that position? What do you got to look out for out there?
You just gotta watch the winger making those runs. Their left back might make that overlapping run. You gotta watch those runs. But yeah, I love playing that position. So
You have to have good catch-up speed, right?
yeah.
How about you, Gabe?
I played CDM this year. Just played the whole season CDM.
What's CDM?
Center defensive midfielder, so I'm behind Braden and Tino. Just
Okay.
cleaning up all the
Clean up the garbage.
yeah, pretty much. And last year I played CDM. I would sub in for Patrick Salmai when he would get like tired, sub in there. And then when Connor Utz got injured, I would play right back and help out there too.
And tell us a little bit about how you got started in soccer, why you like soccer, and all the good things that come with soccer.
Well, I've been playing since I was young. My first team I played for was Romeo FC. I played there for a couple of 3 years, 4 years, and then I moved to Vardar, and I'm still there right now.
You're with Vardar.
Yeah, I'm at Vardar right now.
Okay.
I'm their second team. This will be my 4th year. I moved there when I was a freshman, and I just moved because better competition and stuff. I wanted to get a lot better, so that was a more competitive club.
When did you figure you had the knack to play the game? When did you think that came to you?
Probably in middle school. When I was on Romeo FC, I was the competition wasn't there. I wanted more, so I was talking to my dad, and we moved clubs, and I have a lot more competition now.
Yeah. And how about you, Gabe?
Well, when I was younger, I tried a lot of different sports, and when I played soccer, I loved it. It was my favorite thing to do. I always had a ball in my foot, always wanted to go in the backyard and play. So I actually played with him on Romeo FC for a couple of years. And just like him, I felt like I needed more competition, better soccer, that kind of thing. So I went to Sporting Michigan for a couple of years just to get better under a better coach who knew how to train me, make me improve. And I went to an even higher level, and I just nationals for 2 years. So they're ECNL, they're a high level.
So that's a really tough competition there.
Yeah.
You're getting people from all over, man.
Yeah, you travel a lot.
And you figure that helped you become a more well-rounded soccer player and a better player?
Yeah, all the clubs and stuff, they teach you different things. They see things from a different point of view, and they know how to develop you as a player and train you in the right circumstances and environment to make you a better player.
Well, let's talk about the season this year. Pretty darn good. 15 wins, 2 losses, 6 ties. At the beginning of the year, in that first game against Adams, when you guys tied them 0-0, after you left that game, what did you feel like? What was the feeling on the team?
I thought we kind of played good against them. I didn't really know how we were going to play because we had a couple of our main starters graduated last year. But I thought we played really well against them. I personally thought we should have won that game. I think we had more chances than
You
Adams.
did, yeah. I was at that game.
Yeah.
It looked like it. How about you, Jake?
I was injured that game. I had a sprained ankle, so I didn't start for a few games. But just watching it, I felt like our boys we were in there competing. I feel like it was kind of a hint towards what was to come, and that we were there to play and win games.
And how much do you think that helped you that first game for the rest of the season?
I think it gave us a confidence booster because they were defending state champs and we tied them. We could show them that we can hang with them still. I think that gave us a lot of confidence during the season.
And then you ran into De La Salle.
Yeah.
Who's, like Coach said, they're probably going to win Division II this year, so they're a good side. But then you started picking it up a little bit and got on a bit of a roll. What did that feel like to win those games and tie all them games unbeaten streak that you had? What did that feel like? What was the mood of the team?
Well, we were really confident going into some of those games, and it just helped us. Winning every game, beating Eisenhower twice, beating Dakota. Against Dakota, we played very well, I think. But yeah, we just kept moving forward. We took one game at a time. So,
your approach to those games?
We want to win. We want to. Last year, we had high expectations for us, almost winning the MAC Red and district champs. So we had high expectations, and we wanted to live up to that and show that we're still a good team and that wasn't a fluke. And so we wanted to win. We wanted to go those games mentality of we're up there and we should be playing with these guys and I think just throughout the season and like as the games were building up, we were getting more team chemistry because we lost a lot of starters, senior starters, and so our chemistry does
Starting to meld together.
yeah become a better team as a whole, and it just like clicked.
Yeah, well, you clicked off, a heck of a unbeaten streak, and beating MAC red opponents twice in a season was pretty good. Utica, Eisenhower, Anchor Bay, everybody up there, and you guys, what did it feel like to win the MAC red championship?
Very really good. I mean, last year we placed second, lost to Eisenhower, and then this year we won it. We beat Eisenhower twice. Felt really good. First time in school history. All of us were just so excited. So.
And now they can't trash talk you, right?
No, yeah, it was great.
Around
feeling.
Yeah.
See them out there in the streets trying to trash talk you, but they didn't get nothing to say right now.
No.
No. What games probably were the most memorable? What stands out in your mind? What game maybe you played the best in?
The first Eisenhower game when we won 3-2, I thought we played good that game. I thought I played really well that game. I was just stepping in really well, marking their guys, watching their runs. I really enjoyed that game, and it wasn't it was a good game. Like it was 1-1, 2-1, and then we came back and scored. So it was a really exciting game for me.
And how about you, Gabe? You have a particular game where you felt everything was clicking for you?
Yeah, I think the Utica game, just everything came together. I think we just played great as a team, and it was like one of those games where everything just flew into place, and we just killed them. And I think the tournament also was great. It was the in between games, the food and all the team bonding that we did, and hanging out with each other, and then getting straight into another game. And tying some great teams and winning some games. It was just great.
Yeah, and Coach does a pretty good job of exposing you guys to all different areas in the Metro Detroit area and competition. You played Ann Arbor. You're in the OAA every once in a while because, and you play, like I said, De La Salle. What's it like to see all the? I mean, you see all these different people from different areas. I mean, what goes through your mind when you're looking at them warming up or whatever?
Well, when we go play teams from other divisions, we want to show them that we're the best. And against De La Salle, we didn't play that. That was the second game. We really weren't clicking yet, which is unfortunate. But no, when we go play those teams, I think we want to show them that we're better than them. We work harder than them, and we just want to beat them. So.
Yeah, for me, I get really excited. I mean, it's a new team. You don't know what to expect. You're coming out there. You didn't really prepare. You're just going out there wanting to beat them and play your best, and it's really exciting.
Well, you guys did play great defense this year for the most part, but you also had some goaltending guys. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, you can't score. They can score if nobody's in the net, but somebody's got to be there. Talk a little bit about your goaltending.
Yeah, I think we our strikers were playing really well. Phil, he's a great player. Odrin played really well this year. He's a fast player, always taking it down the line, serving it. Joseph, always serving it too, gave us a bunch of chances. They played very well this year. They gave us a lot of
but your goaltending.
Oh.
Talk a little bit about your goaltending this year.
Oh, yeah, I thought we played our own Perry, he's really good back there. Robbie's really good. He's a first year on varsity. I was second year. I think we had a really strong back line. Angelo stepped up after Devin got hurt, and I think we had a really strong back line, and we were good at clearing the ball when we needed to.
How good do you think this defense was compared to last year?
Close to the same, even better. Getting Robbie stepped up really good. He didn't play last year. He was on JVA, and he just stepped in there, played every game, and just played amazing. Won balls, tackling, super fast, physical, and our goalkeepers too. Shout out to them. We had a starter, Ethan Huffman, last year, so they didn't really play any games and on JVA, so we didn't really know what to expect, and they just stepped up, made incredible saves, were just really solid in there, and just kept us alive.
After that last game, talk about what was going through your mind.
Yeah. Well, going into the game, we knew they were a really good team. I think they thought that they were gonna like kill us, because we're from like the MAC and like we've never played them before. I've never played them before from the 2 years I played varsity. And I think the first half, I think we had more. I think we were in their half more, in my opinion. They had a couple chances, but I thought we should have scored in the first half.
Yeah,
But we're going through your mind.
they're warming up. They were laughing, joking, cocky. I think it really pissed us off, and I think they were taking us too lightly. So we came in there wanting to win.
Oh, you
beat
did
them.
the first half. You guys played them right there.
Yeah, we were up there with fighting, battling, keeping it in there. But second half, it just kind of fell apart. They came out strong. We're just moving the ball really well, playing their game faster than us, just better than us in that half. And unfortunately, we couldn't keep up with them.
Jacob, maybe elaborate on your favorite memory. What are you going to take away from this season, your memory?
Probably winning the MAC Red and the district title for a second year in a row. That's really exciting for me, especially because we set like history for Romeo. Like we're the first team to win a district title last year. This year we doubled it. So that's probably my favorite memory.
That they can't take away from you. How about you, Gabe?
Yeah, that district game was the happiest I've ever been. I mean, it was a close game, really neck-breaking. Don't know. They could score a goal at any minute. It's 1-0. If they score a goal, we're back in the game.
Yep.
So it's just that final minute, just 1-0. We're up top, and they lost, defending district champs and state champs. It was a great feeling.
Well, that's cool. What do you guys like to do besides soccer? You kicking what do they call it, the hacky sack around or whatever at home in the living room, or what?
Yeah.
What do you like to do besides soccer? When you're not
I
doing
like to
soccer?
golf. I like golf a lot in the summer. Right now, after I graduate, I'm looking for like a flight school because I want to be a pilot when I'm older. So that's a lot of my focus right now.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You have to let me know. You can fly
Yeah.
me around. How about you?
Yeah, I like golfing a lot. Summertime comes and you'll see me on the golf course, definitely. And then I'm also in the gym a lot. Enjoy working out.
Tell me a little bit about your scores. What do you shoot for 9 holes?
I probably shoot bogey for every hole I go on.
That's not bad. It's enough to keep you coming back.
Yeah.
How about you, Gabe?
I'm getting better. 45, 50 right now.
You have a good foot wedge.
Yeah, my drive's the best.
Yeah.
My driver's
How far do you think you're hitting it?
230 around there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't drive the ball. I'm better with my irons, so
Just kick it.
yeah.
Okay. It'll go fine. What do you want to do when you grow up? When you get out of school? You said you want to be a pilot.
Yeah.
What other things you want to interest you, like degree wise?
Well, I want to go to Macomb to get my business degree, the 2 years that are free. And while I'm doing that, I want to go there's a flight school in Pontiac. It's for, I think, like 2.5 years or 3 years. So I plan to do business school and then that flight school as well.
Yeah, I can fly you where you want me.
Yeah.
How about you, Gabe? Where you plan on going to school, or?
I'm committed to Northwood University. So when I was younger, I always wanted to play college soccer. And I've always really been interested in business. It always sounded interesting to me.
Good school for business.
Yeah, so I committed recently, and so I'll be playing soccer there and studying in a great business school.
Now, you guys aren't at the football games. You guys aren't the guys with the painted chest, are you?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, I don't know, man. A couple of those guys look like they were on the soccer team, but I couldn't be for sure. But that's good. What do you like about school so far? Who's your best teacher, your favorite teacher?
I like my VPC class, Mr. D'Angelo. It's a video production class. He's a really good guy. I like him. I really enjoy that year. I wish I would have done that sophomore year, so I could have had him for 3 years, but just did it my senior year. So
Lots of fun.
yeah,
This is fun, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Gabe?
I like Mr. Downs. He's a really cool teacher. He's relatable. He works out, goes to the gym. He does like crumble cookie videos with us. It's really cool. So it's a tough class. It's AP Micro, but he makes it fun, makes it easier. So he's a really cool teacher.
That makes a lot of sense. One serious question, final question here. In today's world, and all the social media and everything that's out there and everything that comes at you, and you guys are kind of in the spotlight a little bit. How do you handle all that information flowing into you? How do you disseminate it?
Well, I'm not like, I don't know. Sometimes I ignore things. Sometimes, like, if I don't want to, like, if there's something that I hear or something on social media, sometimes I just ignore it. Just don't let it bother me. So that's really what I do.
You just ignore it?
Yeah.
If you have questions, who do you go to with the question?
Probably my parents. Probably ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Gabe, with all this influx of information, all these girls chasing you and everything like that? How do you handle it?
Yeah, I just try to, I just like do my schoolwork, get that all done, focus on what lies ahead and present, not really worried about other things going on. And I shout out to my parents. They're great. They teach me what's important, what's not, that kind of thing. They're really helped me and there for me. So,
well, that's great. And gentlemen, congratulations on a fine season, a real good season.
Thank you.
And sort of keeping this Romeo soccer legacy going here. And you're part of a legacy that's building something here in Romeo soccer. So you have kudos for me on that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
That's all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on the Romeo Sports Recap. For the Mitt TV, I'm Tim Meyer saying we'll see you next time right here on the Romeo Sports Recap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this episode of the Romeo Sports Recap Show, powered by the Mitt TV. Remember, this show is available on both YouTube and Spotify. You can subscribe to the Mitt TV YouTube page and click the notification bell to stay up to date on the latest episodes of the Romeo Sports Recap. Or you can find us on Spotify and follow our podcast, Romeo Sports Recap. From the Mitt TV, I'm Tim Meyer, signing off with a final word from our sponsors. This podcast is powered by the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. If you're looking to start a podcast for your business or personal use, look no further than the Mitt TV. They can get you access to equipment, a production engineer, and can even edit your podcast. That's all right here at the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. And you can contact them right now via email at mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com. That's mitt.tvpodcast@gmail.com.